Alrighty guys, how y'all doing? Happy New Year Eve to all of you. And you're saying, hey Kevin, what are you doing? It's the 21st of January. What do you mean it's New Year's Eve? Well, hey guys, Kevin come to you from Shenzhen, China. It is Chinese New Year Eve here in Shenzhen, here in the rest of China too, and it's very quiet. It's maybe about 5 p.m. and I'm just out driving around, hear that loud bang, that's kids throwing down some firecrackers. So I'm just out driving around right now, actually doing a little bit of geocaching. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. You can see up in the trees here, there's lanterns, Chinese New Year decorations. Make sure my camera's a bit straight here, sorry about that. And yeah, so I'm out doing a little bit of geocaching and then hit the store and get some sodas and stuff before I head home. We don't celebrate Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year because we're not a Chinese family. But it's cool. It's where we are, and it's a pretty amazing celebration, and it's a really lovely time for people in China to get to see their families. And for the first time in 3 years, people in China really get to see their families because zero COVID is done. Check all that out, guys. That's sugar cane. It's raw sugar cane right there, and they'll cut pieces of it and squeeze it into a drink. Raw sugar cane drink. We had some up in Xi'an, China, in the summer. It was interesting. We all thought it was interesting. We're glad we tried it, but we're okay with not trying it again. And here's a shop that's got a lot of New Year's decorations, Chinese New Year decorations there. It's cool. But most shops are closed. Any kind of mom and pop shop basically is closed. See how the green shutters are down? Most restaurants are closed now. The only things that are probably open are the kind of international chain convenience stores, like the Japanese ones like 7-Eleven or Family Mart or Lawson, which is what I'll be hitting up later on. So here's a very cool market, which I need to take you guys on a tour of sometime. A wet market. And a wet market is essentially just a place where you buy fresh things, like fresh meat, fresh produce, fresh fish. Yeah, sorry for putting my hands in front of the camera there. And there's still a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of people have got to buy their foods for the New Year's feast. A lot of decorations. Flower shops are doing really big business. Really big business. Tangerines are a traditional New Year's decoration. So you can even see in here, this is a fish market. It smells like a fish market, very much a fish market. But there's the traditional trees with the tangerine decorations. And there's a whole bunch of seashells on the ground here. But yeah, so it is again New Year's Eve. There'll be a lot of firecrackers and fireworks happening later on. I think in the past, I remember the one Chinese New Year we were here before COVID, things like firecrackers and stuff were banned from the city. But I think because this will be the first time in many years that 3 years of zero COVID that people can actually celebrate Chinese New Year, that I think it's pretty much allowed. Oh, another tradition, people burn paper. There's a lot of people on the streets burning paper that I think is kind of an out with old, in with new, maybe kind of tradition, which I could be completely wrong with. Okay, we got a chap stopping in front of me. He doesn't seem to know where he wants to go. Honking my horn. So I'm gonna zip past. Okay, he really doesn't know where he wants to go. You gotta be careful on e-bikes because a lot of people don't use signal lights. Most people don't use signal lights. Yeah, so, wow, a little bit of sun, that's cool. There's a whole big abandoned building here, which is kind of neat to show you guys. Wish I could get in there and do some hike-yo or some urban exploration. I'm gonna stop here for a moment. Take this camera off my chest here. Show you guys. So over here is an abandoned building. It looks to me like it was supposed to be a hotel from the photos there. And if I go up, the whole thing is abandoned. It was just simply, it was never completed. I'm not sure what the dealio is with it, but it's interesting. And yeah, a lot of mom and pop shops around here. So I got the Insta360 here. The way this is working, I've got like a magnetic lanyard it attaches to. I've also got like a clip that'll fit on my helmet. I haven't tried that one yet. And I also want to get like an attachment for my handlebars here to put it on them and see what that looks like. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's noisy. Sorry about that, folks. All right, I can cross here. Whoa. Making a mistake there. Forget you saw that. Okay, and now I can cross here. So I hope you're all doing well. What's up with us now? We've started going through the process of decluttering, or do we say downsizing our house? We've got a lot of years of accumulation we need to get rid of. We're moving to Malaysia in the summertime. So we're decluttering. That's one thing we're doing during this Chinese New Year holiday. So we're on holiday right now, is decluttering, cutting down on stuff. But one really cool thing is that we booked our accommodations for this summer. So when we finish our time here in China, the end of May, we're going to spend another maybe 2 weeks here in China, just the final packing and having the moving company come and all that stuff. And then we're going to Japan. We got a month there, so we booked a month at an Airbnb kind of place. And I tell you, man, the Airbnb prices, or like Booking.com prices, are crazy expensive. Crazy expensive now. And there are more and more different options that pop up. But I think what's happening now that Japan has opened up, they need more options, but those options are disappearing quickly. But I mean, a lot of them are because there's a lot of wealthy people from right here in China that are coming to Japan, so they can really jack up the prices. Because the people like here in Shenzhen, for example, a lot of the people, like the kids I'm teaching, their families are coming abroad here, and they got lots of money to throw around. They're not like us, so for them the price isn't really an issue. Also, another interesting thing is that we go through the Airbnb listings and stuff, is that we actually find that a lot of the property owners, for example, in Osaka, that own a lot of the Airbnbs and different booking properties, are probably from here, from mainland China. They've got Chinese names, so it's interesting. A lot of that kind of real estate thingy, you know. But yeah, so we've got a house. We got a house rented. And it's a really small house, but it's not fancy. It will just barely fit the four of us. But we got a house rented in Osaka for a month, and then after that month, we'll head to Canada for, I think, about 3 weeks. And that'll be the first time in Canada since 2019. So I'm really looking forward to that. I can see my brother, my sister-in-law, my niece and nephew, my aunts and uncles and cousins, my mom. Unfortunately, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know my dad passed away while I was here in China, in Shenzhen. So I can go and visit my dad's grave for the first time. One thing I haven't shared, I think I should share, because I think in the future I want to do some kind of fundraising stuff. But my dad had Parkinson's disease, and that's basically what killed my dad. Parkinson's. He got Parkinson's. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's when he was probably about 65 years old. He started showing some symptoms, and it was suspected, and he was diagnosed with it. But then the symptoms really kicked in fast for my dad, and I think part of that was he just wouldn't really exercise the way he was supposed to exercise. And that's the thing, if you do have Parkinson's disease, you can really hold back and push off the symptoms and the disease itself through being a really active person and becoming very physically fit. That can really prolong your life and your quality of life. But my father just wasn't really into that. And then, sadly, he then developed a respiratory virus. And this is all pre-COVID, he passed away. But he developed a respiratory virus, and because he was so weak because of Parkinson's, with that virus, he passed away. And if he hadn't had Parkinson's, he definitely, he would have survived that virus. But unfortunately, that's what it is. But yeah, that's a little bit of what happened with my dad, my dear old dad. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going there and seeing where he is, where he was laid to rest, and saying hi to him and just hanging out, Yeah, gosh, well, look at this. Where am I going, guys? Well, apparently there is a geocache down this way. So all these walls are new and things. And let's see here. So I use the geocaching app Cachely. And where am I now? Am I past it? No, that's not the one I want to go to. I want to go further. But how do I get further, guys? It's all blocked off here. All right. Well, I guess I'll see where we go. So I use Cachely because if you're ever going to come to China, and you're someone who's into location-based gaming, a lot of apps don't work. Okay, I can't go anywhere here. Okay, this is a dead end. So I guess I go back. Yay! Awesome. Adventures with Kevin, right, guys? Yeah. So I think I have to walk. I don't know if I can park my bike in here. But yeah, so a cute little birdie. Yeah, if you use a geolocation, if you're into geocaching, the Groundspeak app, it won't work well here at all. It won't work. It's so off because of China not liking stuff with, foreign apps. So, but Cachely works lovely. Cachely works quite well. I wonder if can I get my bike in here? I don't know. No, not in there. Can I? Let's see. Let's give it a go. Maybe I can. Maybe when security's not looking, I just go on inside. All right, so here we go. So we're going along in here. I'm not sure where this will take me. But yeah, I see some more Chinese New Year decorations, Lunar New Year decorations up in the foreground there. But yeah, so that's it, guys. I could lead you down this path for a while. We'll see where it takes me. That's a nice little ride. Oh, that's some old school. Check this out, guys. Some old school security here. I gotta get off the bike to show you this. So on top of the cement wall, check this out. Made into the cement is broken glass and nails. Do you see that? Isn't that something? That's like old school security. I don't want to climb over this wall. It's working for me. I definitely don't want to climb over that wall. I wasn't going to climb over that wall, but I'm not going to. All right. All right. Let's get going a bit further here. See where I'm off to. How far off I am. This is a nice park down here. Really love the park, which I don't think I'm allowed to ride my e-bike on. So I probably actually should be parking my e-bike somewhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to have my e-bike down here. I don't want to get in trouble. I will follow the rules. I will do that. But I will show you this cool decoration, guys. It is the year of the rabbit, 2023. So happy Chinese New Year to you all. Happy Lunar New Year. And I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching me on YouTube. And for those of you who've been hanging out with me for a very long time, thank you so much for your continued support and awesomeness. And I'll be talking to you guys later. Yeah, take care. Check the links below. I'm very active on Twitter. Getting there on Instagram. Check out my son's podcast about military history and other things I do. I'll check the links below. But yeah, I'll leave you off with this very nice little site.